These are the headlines no organization ever wants to be associated with. The National Alliance for Caregiving says the best way to guard against such headlines is to carefully screen and train employees who have direct contact with your clients. At the Caregiver Training Institute, we screen our students so that you can make better hiring choices.
That's the core. That's something you can't train. You look for it. That's why only about 20% of the people who apply do we accept.
CGTI's goal is to create a local, highly skilled pool of employees for your organization to hire.
It starts in our admissions process when we do a behavioral interview, and we're looking for a personality that has compassion, who cares, and wants to help others.
We offer combined studies in our caregiver and CNA training program, but what sets our training program apart is the specific elements of our education philosophy, a philosophy that is people-centered and student-centered education, employs critical thinking elements, promotes employability, and provides quality faculty and staff.
Our focus is education. And we are now the largest training program in Southern Arizona, and we are the third largest CNA training program in the state of Arizona.
At the core of our training is people-centered care. That means that we care about the clients and always work to improve their quality of life. We train our students to treat clients with dignity and respect. We make sure our students understand that clients are multidimensional and quality care must meet a client's needs, especially as those needs change.
So those things are very important to learn as a basis, and then to go out and work on a busy unit where you're taking care of lots of residents, or even in a home with somebody who's very ill or needs a lot of care. There's a good way and then a not so good way.
And if you want students to do it right, you must also offer training that is student-centered. At CGTI, we develop a knowledge and skill base that promotes a student's belief in themselves and their abilities. We challenge our students to achieve at their highest potential. And we ensure students understand the expectations and responsibilities of being a professional healthcare worker. And when the training is done right, it shows.
There is a need out there for us, but it is very competitive also. So the more skills that you have, the more you can offer to your patient, I think the better chance and opportunity that you have.
Do you feel any pain or discomfort, sir? No. Okay. One more time, okay?
We want students to embrace critical thinking. We want them to have the essential underlining elements of each skill in the areas of infection control, maintaining safety standards, and promoting the dignity of each client. We challenge our students to explain why. We provide a solid educational foundation of knowledge so that our graduates, once on their own and working for you, are prepared to make the correct decision in any setting.
You go into a facility and you have a whole number of people with different kind of ailments, and you have to be able to know what to do with each case.
CGTI encourages students to be respectful and foster cooperation. We develop the skills to help each student become a productive team member, and we prepare students to see themselves as valuable and reliable employees. All of our instructors are registered nurses who are committed to students and willing to share their vast experience. The instructors are supportive of students to allow them to reach their educational objectives. Our instructors provide positive and professional role models for our students. At a recent holiday get-together, our instructors talked about how they each have years of experience in what it takes to provide compassionate and quality care.
We all come with different experiences and different areas that we have specialized in, so we can bring all that to the students.
Our RNs have years of wisdom to share. Just Barbara Lewis and Claudia Perry alone can claim more than 8 decades worth of hands-on experience.
41 for me. 41? So 43 and 41 is 84.
84 years of experience, just sitting right here.
Sitting right here.
We want to develop a strong partnership with those who hire our graduates. You want the best team members you can find? CGTI wants to make sure our graduates are launched, ready to meet your needs.
They are ready to roll. They have everything in place. They've got all the requirements, fingerprint cards, CPR, first aid certifications on all 3 levels, and also the CNA, which makes them very diverse. And I know where they're coming from, and I know what I'm getting when I see that they've come from the Caregiver Institute.
100% of our students graduate as caregivers, and 92% will go on to pass their state certification for CNAs on their very first attempt.
You guys should be really proud of your students because they've really worked hard, and it's quite an accomplishment. And again, I want to thank my instructors and the Institute for giving me the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
A message of hope that never grows old. It's the heat of the fire that drives out the cold. The rhythm of time that beats like a drum. It's where you were going and where you were from.
Over the years, it has become a tradition with each graduating class, a final reminder of how important they are to the people they care for.
No being in the world is exempt from the need for compassion, for no being is exempt from pain. In moments of suffering, death, sickness, loss, it is not prescriptions, formulas, and advice that we yearn for. We are healed by the loving presence of another. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present our graduates who will be that loving presence for members of our community now and in the future. Thank you.
Well, the message of hope never grows old. It makes the weak strong and makes the meek bold. As simple as sun, a joy to behold. The message of hope, well, it never grows old. It never grows old.